Reading sci-fiction awesomeness. My name is Owen Cotter, and you're watching sci-fiction digitally simulcasting on all frequencies: YouTube, X, Twitch, Facebook, and beyond. Today, later in the broadcast, I will have an amazing guest on. His name is Wes Johnson. He is a collector, sci-fi, pop culture trading. Has a place called Wizard. Stay tuned. I'm going to bring on some stuff real quick, some news items. Bring. He just got back from Tennessee in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, to be exact. This is a great. Actually, it's apple soda. It's pretty good too. They are Murfreesboro, Tennessee, for the ICCC, which is a big collector expo. A lot of great guests. We got some amazing content coming to you from a lot of the different people and guests that were there at the event. So really looking forward to bringing all the quality content from that to the fans. Got a little bit of news updates here on the site. Yesterday was the 50th anniversary of Logan's Run. So check this article out. Also, Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, how Avengers Doomsday could redefine the MCU. This article is by our contributor, Mikael Smith. Beautiful article. Did some custom artwork there for RDJs. You want to be able to see who he is. It's RDJ, of course. All kind of goodies in that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We also have other updates, a few. We will be coming to you from a few more events starting on, I believe, in July 20 something is the San Diego Comic-Con. That's another one we're going to be doing. The site here. And then we've got, after that, we have STLV 60th anniversary of Star Trek goodness. Followed up by that is another event, which is a kind of an award ceremony of sorts. Then after that, we have, I think we're going to go out and see some concerts with my buddy out in Las Vegas. Little interruption with the system here that was overloaded, I guess, for a second. But I was basically telling everybody what we're going to be doing coming up. We have a lot of events, including San Diego Comic-Con, and we have another big award ceremony after STLV 60th anniversary of Star Trek goodness. We also have, after that, we're going to probably go see a concert with my buddy out in Las Vegas and some other things beyond that, tons of other stuff on the grid, tons. So just stay tuned on that. See if I can get the chat window here activated. And that's activated as well. Perfect. If you can see me, it looks like the ticker is ticking down on simulcasting. I've had a little bit of issues, but we should be live. Let me know if you can see me live in the broadcast, because I should be live right now. I think we're live. A little bit of live goodness here, perhaps. Yeah, we're live. We're good. We're good. Just double checking that because we've had a lot of storm fronts here, a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of stuff, as you know, on the south and east side, probably the south too. There's a big tropical depression. So we're calmed down from that now. Of course, everything's calm, easy breezy. I'll be joining here soon, Wes Johnson. People that have questions for Wes, like music, like all kind of tunes. He's got a West Fest coming up on July 10th in Mobile, Alabama. We'll let him tell you more about that. Lots of good stuff coming up. Got a lot of good interviews and things too we want to show you all. The signal, I do not know what the signal is doing on your end. If you can hear me or see me, let me know, because it looks like it's streaming and we've had a lot of weather. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to bring up the window here. I want to share something with you, but I want to share that once he joins in. Let's get this here. We have lots of things. Here you go. There's a share window there. Is a share window, it looks like. This is a gentleman talking about the festival. That's not the one that's coming on today, though. This is the festival. It looks like they've got about 15 bands, rock and roll, a little bit of everything, heavy metal, you name it. We are also there we sponsored this event there, SciFiction, right there on the upper right corner. Looking forward to this. He also has a toy store, which is pretty cool, called the Wizard Trading Post. Recommend checking that out. We'll bring that on the screen right quick as well. So let me get this. Here we go. It's very slow internet today. Looks like we're streaming though. That's good. Very good. Good. Okay. We'll keep that on there for now. I want to bring that up on the side and show that as well. If everybody's having a beautiful weekend, or right week rather, huh? It's coming up on the middle of the week. Soon there'll be the weekend. Lots of goodies going on. Tons of stuff. We just got back from there's so many. ICCC. STLV 60 is coming up soon. We'll go over that in a little bit, more in depth on future broadcast. If you're a fan of Trek, it's 60 years of Star Trek this week, or this year rather. Next year is the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Star Wars, a massive popular franchise, as we know. I'm a fan of it. A lot of our fans, you the fans, are a fan of it. And 50 years is nothing to blink your eye on. That is a lot of, it's about 5 blinks. Each blink's a decade. But it's an amazing journey that Lucas and, of course, Disney have brought us on, a roller coaster ride for going on 50 years of Star Wars goodness. And I'm really excited for the 50th anniversary in 2027. Hope everybody is excited as well. We'll be bringing on Wes here shortly, within probably the next 8 minutes. And so stay tuned. We've got a lot of news updates we're going to be talking about on this broadcast. If you're just joining me, my name is Owen C. Cotter. You are watching SciFiction on all digital streaming channels, YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, and a few others. It's a lot. I think there's quite a bit of channels on here connected to this broadcast. If you can see me, say hi in the chat, because we are in the chat. A lot of stuff going on in the chat. We got a few questions here from different simulcasted channels. It looks like one's from a couple. Yeah. So there's some stuff on there. So we got some questions too that we have ready here on the notes for Wes. By the way, Wes is an old friend. We go way back, probably 20 years from I used to be from Mobile, Alabama. I still am. Don't live there anymore. I live in Texas. But we used to hang out a lot down there and do things, music concerts. And he's very jacked into the music and industry and the music scene on the Gulf Coast. So he's putting on a concert down there on his birthday on July 10th. If you're in the Mobile, Alabama area, it's going to be held at the Alabama Music Box. Alabama Music Box, which is a cool venue. It's got like a little venue with a pub, and it's got stages. It's pretty big. The new venue is actually way big compared to I don't remember the old one much because that was like 20 years ago, but the new one is quite big. I believe it is on Conti Street, 659 Conti Street to be exact, 659 Conti Street in Mobile, Alabama. There's a lot of bands, as you can see here on this page here. A lot of bands going to be at this event. People like pop culture, trading, collectors, like toy collectors especially. We just got back from ICCC. Wes has a really cool shop in Mobile, Alabama called Wizard Trading Post. So if you want to go get your pop culture goodies, anything from action figures, wrestling figures, pop culture toys, collectibles, he's got it, especially if the Mobile, Alabama area. While you're down there in Mobile, Alabama, it's a mouthful, at the Alabama Music Box, watching the concert maybe the day or so before that, you can go check out Wizard Trading Post and get you some pop culture goodies and see all the things he's got down there at the store. Lots of stuff going on. It's been a wild roller coaster ride. We just got back from a 19-hour road trip, broken over 2 days, all the way going from ICCC all the way here to Texas. It was extensive. It's very hot outside today, very humid and dry heat. It's not a humid heat, that's for sure. It's a very dry heat. So stay tuned because we're going to be on the Gulf Coast coming to you from Westfest 2026, July the 10th. So it's going to be, I suppose it's very hot down there as well, like 100-something degrees with humidity and all that jazz. So that'll be a lot of stuff to going on. So stay tuned on that. We've got a lot of stuff going on as well beyond conventions, festivals, and things. There may be some filming projects. There may be a few other things in the grid, some award ceremonies, a whole bunch of stuff going on, permeating through the geek pop culture, sci-fi ecosphere, and beyond. I'm going to do a quick test real quick. Hold on just a second. All right, I am back. I had to do a test on the video feed. Looks like it's working. Double checking a few of these switches here. They bling this software out so much It looks like the bridge of a starship with our shuttle, space shuttle, with all these little buttons and switches and all this jazz. So much stuff in here I can barely even. There's like 8 new switches on the left board. And this is insane. It's on Galactic. I mean, it's a great software. Don't get me wrong. You have to know how to use it, which I do pretty well and pretty decently at least. So we'll be able to keep this thing hopefully afloat with the signal. But I will be bringing on Wes here shortly. For fans of science fiction, pop culture, and beyond, my name is Owen C. Cotter, and you're watching SciFiction, digitally simulcasting on every single channel we could get this thing hooked up to on the galactic grid and beyond. A lot of good stuff going on this year. This is Wes. To give you an idea who's going to be on here, he's a drummer, a very, very talented drummer at that. This is Wizard Trading Post, his logo here. And we're going to be talking collectibles, memorabilia, and pop culture. Today is June 24th, 2026, 3 p.m. CST broadcast, 4 p.m. Eastern. We are live simulcasting. Join us live and don't miss it. We are live already. We're going to be on all socials. If you want to follow us on Facebook, go to facebook.com/SciFiction, COM, all together, no dashes, no underscores. Same thing on Instagram. We are very happy to announce that as of recent, we have, and I will give you this. Are you ready for this? We have broken 20,000 followers on Instagram. And we've done it very incrementally over the last several months, and we're very happy about that. We've been pumping out a lot of content, as you know, from a lot of events and a lot of things. So we're very, very excited to be able to announce that we have broken over 20,000. I think we're working on, I don't know, I haven't looked at it today. It's been a long day, long ride, 19-hour drive. But we want to thank you, the fans, for joining us on this journey of science fiction, pop culture, geekdom, and beyond, including anime and video games, anything and everything that encompasses the overall aspect of what is sci-fiction. Believe that today is 2024. Yesterday, I believe we earlier mentioned, was the 50th anniversary of Logan's Run. Also, it's the 60th anniversary of Star Trek this year, and coming up in 2027, 50 years of Star Wars. The created by George Lucas in 1970s and came out in 1977. 50 years is a long time. 60 as well. 50 years of Star Wars is very impressive. I know that Lucas is doing his new museum, which is a beautiful museum. It's a narrative arts museum about filmmaking and creativity and art. And it's going to be really cool to see how he does with that. And there's a lot of things in there. I think he's got like a life-size Royal Naboo starfighter, all kind of goodies and beyond. But before we get into that, probably on a later broadcast, we've got other things to talk about. We're going to activate the headers. There's Wes Johnson, founder. And on the back burner in the Quantum Leap waiting room, Ziggy has an amazing guy here. He's going to tell you about all the goodies he's working on, Wes Johnson. Greetings, Wes. How's your day going?
Good, man. What's going on, Owen?
Doing good. I guess we're simulcasting. Can you see me? Am I moving like choppy or anything?
Looks good to me. Looks good on my end.
Okay, good. So we've had a lot of bad weather here, but I think the weather's completely stopped. It is sunny and cloudy skies partially. How's your day going? But you've got a lot of stuff going on. You've got a festival going on the 20th. We're going to talk about that. Can you tell us a little about that, actually?
Yeah, so it's the 10th. Yeah, July 10th. It's my 40th birthday.
Happy
So
birthday early, man.
yeah, thanks. It started out just thinking about doing a little get together for the 40th birthday. Said, I'll have the band play, and then I started asking some friends' bands and just started falling together. Everybody that I asked to play said yeah. So then next thing you know, we got 5 bands, 10 bands, keeps going. Got a couple vendors and started asking my friends that do other things. Wound up getting some people reaching out, doing sponsorships. It really just all fell into place, and so it became more of a festival than just a show. So yeah, it was just kind of it was a really cool thing the way it came together. So it should be a really, really cool event.
I think it will be very cool. And you've done a lot of stuff, and you're a drummer. You're in like 2 bands. Can you go over a little bit about what kind of music's going to be in the festival and what kind of stuff you got just in your general career?
Yeah, so yeah, I've been playing drums for
Yes.
over 20 years now. I mostly have done like heavier music, a little heavy metal, a little rock and roll. Uh, Big passion of mine is like the pop punk music, which the two bands that are playing for West Fest, Son of a Gun, which is the band I've been in the longest. We started.
Yes. You there? Can you hear me? You broke up there for a second. You're freezing up like carbonite.
You see me?
Now I can hear you. You froze up like a block of carbonite for a second.
Dang, I saw once you said I could hear you fine. I saw some drop down and say reconnecting. I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, yeah, it's some signal, but it looks like it's full bars now. So you were saying that the festival, you were in two bands, Son of a Gun, which you've been in for like 20 years, the first band. You said there was a second band?
Yeah, so Empty Hands is my other band. It's like a pop punk style, which is really my passion. That's my favorite type of music. But yeah, and then I started that during COVID. So we've been a band for about 5, 6 years now. So both of those bands are playing as part of the 13 bands that are playing.
Very cool. And you've got a variety of different bands. What states are they coming from? And are they all the same genre? There's different genres, I believe, as well, correct?
Yeah, for sure. So one hip hop artist, which is actually my nephew, my sister's oldest son. So he's on there. He's called Jay Shine. He's playing. Um, he's from Mobile, South Alabama. We have guys from Louisiana. We got several bands from Mississippi. We got one band from, I think they're from the Nashville area. They're called Twin
Okay.
Stacks. Really, really good, like kind of like hardcore band. But that's mostly it, like the Gulf Coast area and just a little bit around.
Okay.
But yeah, we got like indie rock, pop punk. There was a country artist, but they have unfortunately dropped off the show. It's the only artist that we've had drop off.
But it was one of the country ones you said dropped off?
Yeah, they were called the Bradley Brothers. They were in the headlining, and then it
Okay.
became just one of the brothers playing, and unfortunately now they're completely off the show.
It's all good. But you have like almost over a dozen more bands to join.
Yeah, we
What
still got
time?
13.
That's a
What's
lot of
that?
bands. What time does the concert start on the 10th, I believe, of July?
So we are still promoting it as 5
Okay.
but that is just to make sure. And I know Friday it's tough to get everybody out of work and in. Buddy Brothers not being able to play, we're going to push the show back just a little bit, so we should be starting right around 6 o'clock. The way
Perfect.
that I'm running it, we got 2 stages, back and forth, back and forth. We should still wrap up around 1 a.m., which is crazy to think that 14 bands would be able to get done by that time. But it's going to be 30-minute sets, real rapid fire, 5 minute between each sets, 5 minutes between each sets. It should be a lot of fun. Should be a ton of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a rock and roll blast, honestly, man.
Yeah, yeah.
The the festival. I mean, let's go about a little about the history of Mobile. You weren't really. I don't know. Maybe you were connected. They used to have a big festival down there called Bayfest. I don't know if you
Oh
remember
yeah.
that. So
Yeah,
Bayfest.
obviously no
Yeah,
connection for me, but huge fan of Bayfest.
me too. Which brings up a better point. Westfest being the 40th anniversary of your birthday, but also on July 10th. What would you see if you were to continue this on? Be the future of this festival? Would it be Westfest, or would you want to do something bigger, hypothetically, possibly? Or
Yeah, so that's a loaded question. First off, to go back to Bayfest, Bayfest
yes,
was my first ever show that I ever went to. So there's some lore there for how much I love live music. It was I don't know, late 90s at some point, but it was Creed, Charlie Daniels Band, Candlebox, like all these crazy legendary performances. But that was the first concert I ever went to. I went with my stepdad. But to answer your question, I'm real torn between either, hoping this is crazy and just a one off and never do it again. But there's always that chance that it could be something, bigger. I would definitely want to change the name. It was kind of a
right,
joke to call it my own
right.
name.
It's all good.
But yeah, getting all this merch printed with my name on it has felt a little weird. So if it was to go real well, and I've already had, I mean, the inbox is packed with really
Oh,
cool bands asking about next year. So if we do continue it, I would probably do a name change for sure.
yeah, it'd be cool. I mean, just the thought. I mean, I know there's a lot of also, and not just music, there's filmmaking down there as well. And I've always had a thought that if somebody were to acquire, like for instance, I believe it's called the Crescent Theater, they could have a film festival there, maybe coupler that with the music industry down there too. You could have the theater would be the showcase piece for showing the films and the music videos and all that. And so a lot of playability down there in the Gulf Coast. They do a lot of stuff with music as well as filming. It's just a thought. City officials hit me up in the
Yeah, yeah.
inbox. Hit Wes up too.
Right.
but
And they've had some things like that in the past. I forget what they were called, but they've had some real collaborative things in Mobile with different I want to say it might have been like filmmaking and music and things like that. Um, I think Son of a Gun's been a part of some of those too.
there's a lot of stuff. I mean, they have permeation through like there's a lot of films been filmed there with like everybody from Nicolas Cage to Bruce Willis, you name it. Just got to ask, music in general. What makes music your life? And of course, you do other things too with collecting. But what gravitates you towards it? What made you want to be a drummer and be in bands like this?
Man, 100% just the live aspect of it. I love music, but live music is what gets me. The energy of live music, and I don't mean energy as in like energetic music, because even real soft music does it for me. Just the idea of people live playing music, playing instruments, five or four people doing different things together to make, one big masterpiece. I've just always been a huge fan of live music. Even as a kid, before I had any desire to play, I've always
Mhm.
been fixated on live music, and yeah, it's just always been a thing for me.
Yeah, I like live music. Well, actually, we're going. That's funny you mentioned that. On September, I believe 19th, we're going to Vegas to see the Scorpions,
Oh
classic
heck yeah,
band.
dude.
Yeah, we got hooked up thanks to my good friend Tom. He got us a VIP table right by the stage. I'm pretty impressed about that. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
But we're
that
looking
is
forward to that. This
cool.
is West Fest. That's a wild, cool logo you got there for sure.
Yeah,
So,
that's actually, speaking of arts and movies and things, that was a design that was done by my friend Butch.
okay.
You can find him on Instagram through Son of a Guns page. He's done a lot of our logos in the past. His
Mhm.
page is called Vondreaux, um, Vondreaux. I met him when I was stationed down in Houma, Louisiana, and
Okay.
super cool guy. He lives in New Orleans, in the New Orleans area now. But yeah, he did that little metal logo for us. That's a second shirt that'll be available at the fest.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's gonna be on T-shirts too. You said.
Yeah, so we got one shirt that is the West Fest logo with the flyer on the back, and then another shirt that's that metal thing.
Cool. And as you said, vendors will be there. What kind of vendors and what kind of things can we expect? Are there going to be any like media presence there or anybody kind of covering? I guess the city will be down there, so, like the local affiliates or.
Yeah, so that's a cool a real loaded one too, because there's a lot.
Mhm.
First of all, there's, if you saw on the flyer, there's a ton of sponsors listed on there.
Yes.
So want to mention all of them, starting with you, obviously. Some people contributed by doing things like this, helping promote. Some people dumped money into it. Some people did both. The music box, obviously, huge help, helping me host it, bringing in a second stage, a second sound system. They only have one stage, so this is something they've never done before, having two stages.
That's interesting.
DS Diesel Services, I got their name at the top there. They were the first company to just reach out and be like, hey, what's the highest tier we want to support? Never met
Cool.
these people in my life. I thought it was really cool. So one of the stages will be the DS Diesel Services stage, which is really cool. Um, the Green Room Riff, which is the bottom one right there in that top
Yes.
section.
The little
So
couch.
his name's Brian. He's actually in one of the bands from Mississippi,
Okay.
Shadowboxing. He does kind of like almost like a digital magazine. Like he puts out little
Mhm.
write ups about bands and just like little newsletters and things like that.
Hmm.
He's doing something really cool that he's kept a secret from the band, so I won't really go into it. But there will
Okay.
be like actual handheld things that he made
Oh,
um,
cool.
for each
Interactive.
band.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's really, really cool. Something he's doing. Cooper, that's a design that's at the bottom. They
Yes.
supplied the shirts ahead of time. I didn't have to pay for them, so I'll pay them afterwards. So that's how they supported, which is really cool.
Mhm.
High quality T-shirts. Um, they're a print company. Hatchet right there next to them.
Mhm.
That's actually my guitar player in both of my bands, Matt Hatchet. He
Okay.
has a company where used to do furniture and other creative things. He's been doing candles lately. He's doing a festive scent
Oh, wow.
where there will be 10 candles available at I think this is going to be a Hatchet supply collaboration. And there'll only be
What kind of candles or what do they smell like? They smell good, hopefully.
yeah, so the ones he has, if you follow his page, he explained actually how he explained it, but it's really good at explaining it. I forget
Mhm.
December or something like that.
Yeah.
And, but you got except for anyway, you can have that here. Oh, they're right there. They're, crazy about go to the knockdown Matthew. It's even
Mhm.
tougher. It's a lot of work actually the way that the
That sounds really cool. I mean, I'm looking forward to this festival. You also do, you have a toy shop as well, Wizard Trading Post. Can you talk a little bit about that now? So I noticed that was also on the bottom of the flyer as well.
I got your paper right now.
Can you hear me? Say that again. Let me use the chat here. Is it something's breaking up here? Let me see. Can you hear me? Let me mute my camera here. Let me focus you on on you on the broadcast. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's the audio.
Okay. Well, I want to end the stream. I'm going to restart the stream. I don't know what's going on here. It's a bad signal. I don't know what the end of your end or my end or both ends. Let me try this again. Hold tight.
Okay.